Everyone, day or title 7, the youth, Metatron as the youth, Enoch and his ascension journey as the youth. So much completion, right? So much completion in what this journey holds. It's been, we've been tracking with this for 4 weeks now, which is pretty cool, pretty exciting. And I find today is the most 3D, yet also the most in spirit, right? It's an incredible blend of the two as we explore this final title of the Metatron and really create the activation, the going forward, and like I said, the completion, which in this case is embodiment. We can't help but have come through the DNA fields and the work we've been doing without focusing in on the blending of both masculine and feminine, the what do I want to say? The Metatron combining with the Metaraya, the mind, the neural network of the mind, blending with the neural network of the gut and the womb, in this case, yesterday. So we're going to pretty much dive right in today. The youth is a pretty self-explanatory title. And what I want us to be held with, the whole purpose of the Metatron code is to be arriving at how do we harness, not only how do we be our most spiritual, but how do we harness the mindset and envision the world from that perspective. And at ground zero, like no matter what we get to take ourselves out of today's exercise with is that infinite curiosity that comes from being in a space of innocence, in a space of opening ourselves to know, accept, embody at the deepest levels of our soul that we don't have a clue, right? We don't have a clue. We are here to be led and to be guided. And truly, if we're willing to be curious enough and courageous enough, we're going to change. We're going to change the world. We're going to change the matrix. When we think about what's happening out there, not only on, our cultural crazy global level, or especially geopolitical level here in the United States right now, but when we expand that to where is the future of humanity going, and we look at the neural networks that are being, or sorry, the data networks that are being built in the sky, and how even all of our financial systems, our data storage systems, everything is now going out to the cloud, but the cloud is no longer, right here or on a server somewhere. It's out in space, right? We are creating different ways of processing, storing, calling in information that somebody got curious about how they could shift and make a massive transformation and overcome what current challenges are here at this planetary level. And they've come up with these incredible solutions, good, better, and different, right? Time will tell. And so as each of us explores what it means to be this youth as the Metatron, it means fresh vision in everything we do. And truly, truly, truly accepting the fact, as a kid, you're so naive and innocent that you'll go and say the stupid thing, right? And it's only as adults that we really start to rein it in. My greatest wish and desire for you is that you're able to approach everything you're up to, everything you're building and creating with that same level of, I don't want to say naivety, but it's inherent because we can't see what we don't know, but with also the courage that comes along to persevere and to maybe find yourself in that vulnerable moment where you maybe say the stupid thing, but it also is the thing that opens the door to the next level of creation, really. So let's do it. Let's drop in. Nice deep breath and big exhale. Nice deep breath in and even bigger exhale this round. Really let yourself pull through the density. Nice deep breath in. The youth is also an emerging frequency, and it fits so perfectly with our astrology, whether you're catching this today live or after, and when we're in a new astrological field, it's relevant. We are in this incredible field prepping to transition into the Lion's Gate, prepping to transition into the sovereign energetic, the sovereign archetype. So we started in April with the new beginning, the seed of creation. What are we wanting to build, to form, to forge? And it all comes down to us owning it now. And what better way to embrace all of that as we take these different seeds that we've been building within us and allow them to be expressed out in the world, allow the light to be shined on them, and to hold the energies that we've been creating in the highest regard, and to forge that path through the lens and the vision of curiosity. There's also this element that comes in now. Continue with your breaths, please. This element that arrives or rises to the surface of a rebirth, of committing to identifying how and where within the matrix are we going to allow our matrix continue to be born and expressed in the world, to have both the sovereign light of the earth as well as the sovereign light of spirit and the Metatron shine on it. So another nice deep breath in as you settle into the room, into the moment. And let's go ahead and beginning with light link into star link. So light link, imagining that golden thread shining down upon you, the sunshine, feeling its warmth, really feel into the earth. This is where we're here to explore. This is where we are birthing this new frequency, this new matrix. It births through you, not only at the level of your DNA, but what is the DNA that you are taking responsibility for? The DNA of the planet. I mentioned the data centers of the world moving off planet and working closely with the Starlinks and other systems out there. And so the Elon Musks of the world have embraced the data element. What is it that you are harnessing within the matrix to claim as your own, to go get curious about, to roll it over within your energy field, and then to birth it? Whatever you're feeling called to is also calling you. It's already a path forged. Beautiful. And as that sun continues to drop down and all around you, let's move to Starlink. Imagining as you focus on your feet and the earth beneath you, that the sun from the heavens begins to drop closer and closer in until you feel your sense of inner vision completely flooding out. Nice deep breath, nice big exhales. Everything releasing and flooding as you focus on the earth. That sun becomes brighter and brighter until it's eventually seated in the center of your mind's eye. As you feel it activate in your mind's eye, you are executing that Starlink. Just focus in for a moment on that Metatronic diamond ray. As the youth, we are here to be curious, to explore, to rebirth and renew ourselves. As the Metatron, everything we've been up to has been about reading energy, running energy, regulating energy through the power systems within the body, and regenerating, generation, bringing the next generation down and up and through Focusing in, allowing that diamond ray inside of your mind as it boots up, activate, allowing all of the density of the body to extinguish as you become lighter and lighter. Symbolism we are working towards today, and we will find it by completion, is that of the flower of life. But we're going to start with geometry as we allow ourselves to move in. We've already got this incredible field. We're going to boot the field. I want to have you imagine that diamond ray now shining down on the earth and feeling the different fields we've been working with. The luminescent field, so a little Avatar movie-ish, everything luminescent, as though the snow has landed, the soft white light of the inner vision has landed. Go ahead and move through some geometries as well as you feel your inner vision booting through the Metatronic lens. Maybe as you imagine gazing down at your feet, you see a circle or many multi-dimensional moving geometries. As you observe, you see the grid around your toric field, waking and coming to life. So many levels to be curious about. In the divine feminine teachings of the Magdalene, it is all about bringing the energy, what we are birthing, up and through the earth, not just bringing it to earth, but truly to doula, to nurture, to love into the density, and allow the light to emerge from the greatest depth of density. I want you to feel the connection for a moment with the divine, recognizing that the Metatron is present, is here welcoming you in. As you imagine opening a portal by envisioning a circle, taking your hands and drawing a circle in the ethers before you. And as you step through that portal, you feel the blast, the energy, the intensity of the diamond ray, a star in the distance. But instead of you, as we typically do, journeying to it, I want you to see this star like a meteor spinning in to you, closer and closer. Be sure you allow that spin to happen. You may even hit the point where you wonder, are you spinning or is the star spinning? As this body of light comes closer and closer, you feel a shiver of energy, a surge of energy rising as though a wave, if you were to be in the ocean, just crashed across your body. And as the light emerges, it seemingly lands, it settles. It becomes bigger and bigger, like an orb that is growing into form much grander than you. It's as though if we were to be standing in front of a temple door that it was a couple stories high, except there is no temple and there is no door today. We're in it. But a being, the Metatron, emerges in human form, in angelic form, I should say. There's no need for detail, just a wash of colors and light. Pinks and purples and blues and greens. However, the Metatron emerges and expresses before you. For some, Metatron appears like a Dumbledore. For others, a hooded being. For others, yet a staff. Taking a few moments to just let your mind synchronize with this vast field of light and purpose. And as you witness the Metatron before you, you're invited to capture that staff that draws the line in the sand. For Metatron is the line in the sand. It is the truth that must be stood upon, whatever that truth may be for you. It is your soul's truth calling you home. In the Metatronic fields, it's already done. It's already complete. As you allow yourself to embrace the wisdom of the Metatron and your mind to merge, you are here to take that stand, to claim a certain aspect of the matrix that is being built. You are here. As you breathe in and out, receive this blessing of light and love. You are the child. And you lead the children, the youth of the next generation. In this moment, we can't even begin to comprehend what it might look like for the future generations evolved through the work we've done today. As Metatron stands before you, I invite you to see his hands emerging, and in them, a seemingly crystal ball globe. It's an orb of energy that, yes, is brilliant in its light and nature, but it's like looking at a raindrop that is reflecting, has landed and is reflecting the world around it. As Metatron's hands come forward with this resting gently in them, a gift to you, your world, not the worlds of the Gaia that we've been blessed to live in, but your world, your cosmic star lineage. And by default, you are here to gift that to the Gaia. You are here to fuel the Metaraya, the womb aspect of the consciousness. You're here to observe and be innocent and curious and courageous like the youth. Just like any kid with a new gift, you receive this light. You receive these beautiful codes into your safekeeping and care. And like the father that protects and provides, and the mother that nourishes, you're being blessed with all in this space. You receive this blessing of the Metatron. And as you take it in, you hold it preciously. There may be a temptation to just move with it, separate from you. My invitation is, as we stand here with the Metatron, to place your hands on those of the Metatron that are holding this orb, and to allow yourself to do an 8. Begin to figure 8 with the Metatron, feeling your heart first, linking out to that of Metatrons, of the Metaraya. Imagining a little beacon of light pinging out around the heart of the Metatron, like a vast cosmos when you move into the Metatron's heart space. And like a meteor moving through that cosmos, it comes back around the racetrack of this 8, if we were to imagine a figure 8 being drawn between both hearts. And it pings back around through your heart. And at the intersection of these two loops, as we imagine this light pinging between both energy bodies, rests that light, that orb, that raindrop of perfection of your own. This 8 intersects, and so as you watch this little ping of light move again through the Metatrons and back around again, it brings that energy through this orb. It's as though we're stitching both fields together. And as it comes back through your heart, notice, is your heart color? Is there some cosmos in your heart as well? There's some deep earth energy, trees and forests and mountains, in oceans and rivers. Keep moving this energy through and forth and back and forth until you feel it begin to synchronize. We are activating the 8s and charging this orb of light. And the energy you're feeling is that flow that runs through the entire stream of creation. Consider that you are gifting in this moment the Metatron with the smells of the forest and the oceans, the smells of flesh and blood, bone and breath. How many years, billions of years of evolution. You are gifting the light of the plants, and the plants that were consumed by the animals and plants that we consume, consuming that life force energy like a river, a continuous flow. And as we share this now with the Metatron and the Metaraya, the feminine and the masculine of the matrix, the mind of the gods, of the supernal beings. Now your turn to receive. And notice how there is now a current just flowing of energy from this being of the Metatron in and through your heart, appreciating the deep feeling of your heart opening in this continuous flow that activates a greater wellspring of vitality. I want you to keep focusing in on moving this flow of energy through the orb, through the Metatron, and through your heart. This current takes us to the time of humanity. There's a lot of different ways to cut the stories of Adam and Eve and the beings, the humans that were the first Adams and Eves of the world. For we know now that the stories are not necessarily as we understand them, and that humanity was not necessarily as we know it to be today. In fact, many believe that there was a time that it was controlled, that there were rules that were strict for the Adams and Eves of the world. And yet there was one that fell so deeply in love with this new creation that he taught them freedom. He taught them freedom to think and to be curious, and how to see things not in the ways that the rules and the lords, if you will, controlled them. He opened a door and a gateway to their own creation power, their own powers that bring forth desire, that allow for their animalistic nature to rise in its pure essence, sexuality, the curiosity, the ability to create of their own accord, and to dream and envision a life that supersedes anything that humanity up until that time had known. He allowed them to harness the power and guided them to harness the power of heavenly ecstatic energy, epitomized and optimized into spirituality. In the beginning of the beginning, we know that humanity would find the courage to forge a path away from the garden and away from spirit, to venture out of all that was known, to learn to procreate, to learn how to speak and build worlds and civilizations and societies. And we know that this being that loved us so much will continue to bring us the solar teachings of light and love, as we would be the generation that would harness and usher what they saw in the visions, the evolution of this planet's consciousness. So as you feel yourself now becoming one with the Metatron, know that this is a river of light and love that has been streaming to you and through you since the beginning. As the youth and the title of the Metatron today, as Metatron here as our witness, receiving this blessing, feeling his hand now, collapsing that figure eight, being placed upon your heart, receive this blessing. Receive this anointing as one of those courageous beings that would usher in the next era for human consciousness with the full wisdom and knowledge as we gaze back through time and through the evolutionary process to where this journey all began. Knowing that you have played an inherent role over that process, culminating in the work we are here doing today. Allow yourself now, as you feel the Metatron's blessing, begin to feel the Metatronic rays of light, the diamond rays, coming into your heart. As you allow your humanness to merge with your greatest spirituality, as you allow the masculine and the feminine, the Metatron and the Metaraya, to merge the matrix of your DNA, the matrix of the solar rays of light, of creation, with the matrix of the earth and the Gaia, all forging into one dimensional coherence, thinking up and locking in. Today is about receiving. For as a youth, we know nothing else other than to receive. We learn through receiving and then going out and playing with the gifts we've been given. Be the next generation. Find the ritualistic patterns of thought that will help you stay deeply rooted and connected to what you came here to do. Trust such a deep, inherent level that you are light and you are love. You are the creation and the creator with the power to harness all of the dimensions in this incredible, incredible body. As you feel the Metatron rising within you, feel the vision. Let yourself see the world and the vision and the future of consciousness, not only for you and humanity and this planet, Gaia, for the future coming, but also for the cosmos and this incredible universe that we are blessed to bring our light into fruition in. Taking a nice deep breath in. I'm going to have you just allow your body to feel, to receive, to draw this light in. Feel it rising as you reach deep into the roots. That solar creation light, harnessing the frequencies that expand way above and beyond Earth's lineage. Feel the frequencies of where you've been and where the Earth has been and where humanity has been. And now shift and feel the frequencies of where we are going. One feels slower, more rhythmic. The other feels like a new dawn rising. The sun more intense than we could ever possibly imagine. Feel this sun rising as we crest above the horizon of the cosmos. A new light from the diamond ray floods in. It's the rising of the sun, of the cosmic sun. Rising out of the densities, rising out of the Kali Yuga, allowing the harmony as the geometries begin to weave, as the crystalline fields within your cells begin to receive. Breathing in and out as you slowly allow your vision to come back into this geometric field, feeling fully like a mix of human and spirit all into one. All of the dimensions coalesced in your body, the geometries, the sounds, the colors, the cells, the heartbeat, the blood, the bones, the elements, all right here. The dream, the vision, and most importantly, the love that fuels it all. May you know the love, the Father and the Mother, the Divine, the fathers and the mothers, the divine. You receive it today in your heart as this Metatronic child of the light. With that, I'm going to let you make your way back on your own, really basking in this light. May it be a beautiful day. Namaste. So much love in the catch.